People are so scared to lose that they don't even try. What matters is, the people who are sparked by it and the people who are like offended by it. It doesn't matter. Because it's about motivating the doers.
People are so scared to lose that they don't even try anymore. That fear of losing, that paralysis you feel when you face a challenge, it is the most expensive thing you currently own. It is the single most powerful brake pedal in the world, and most of you have your foot slammed on it. This feeling, this comfort, this paralyzing need for certainty is your limbic system talking. This is the animal within you. It cares about immediate safety, not future conquest. You are not waiting for the right moment. You are waiting for the feeling of certainty. This is the great deception. Your comfort zone is not a safe place. It is the most dangerous threat to your future. It is where your potential goes to die a slow, comfortable death. Consider the great military commanders of history. The ones who failed lacked ruthlessness, clarity. In 480 BC, when Xerxes' massive Persian fleet was cornered as salamis, the general Themistocles didn't win by superior numbers. The Persians were defeated by psychological clutter. Their fear of losing their monarch made their actions clumsy. Your fear also makes you clumsy. This is the worst enemy. The worst enemy isn't failure. Your worst enemy is being good enough. It is the paycheck that covers your bills but suffocates the dreams that you have. I have a dream! You must make average feel physically uncomfortable. This is the force that prevents the majority from ever starting. But Robert Greene and 50 Cent taught us to face the brutal reality, to fear nothing. Most people live in emotional debt, constantly reacting instantly to sights, setbacks, or sudden opportunities. They trade long-term power for immediate satisfaction of a feeling. Never let your emotions dictate your actions. If you can't see the reality of the game, you will be played by it, and only control what you can control. If it's out of your hands, it's out of your fucking hands. Don't even bother with it. And let's talk about this in a business aspect. A startup founder who waited 6 months because their beta wasn't perfect. Perfection is merely fear dressed up in a tuxedo. It's the emotional desire to avoid public scrutiny. The competitor won because they understood rapid iteration, launching small, learning fast, and adapting. The truth, they failed because they were paralyzed by the fear of looking stupid. And that's why I've been putting out videos, because I know I'm launching small and I'm learning fast and I'm adapting. I'm pivoting every video I'm doing. Like with this video, I kind of scrapped a lot of videos because I didn't f with the script, but with this script I f with it. And time is not renewable. You think the world cares about your fucking excuses? The earth is currently spinning at 1,000 miles per hour. The laws of physics don't care about your fucking mood. Every other resource is potentially renewable. Money, energy, even relationships. But you know what's not renewable? Your fucking time. Time is not renewable. Time is an asset you are spinning down to zero. Eddie Murphy once said,
"Let me tell you what everybody out there needs to find ultimate and true happiness. 75 years. That's how much time you get if you're lucky. 75 years, 75 winters, 75 springtimes, 75 summers, and 75 autumns. When you look at it like that, it's not a lot of time, is it? Don't waste them. Get your head out of the rat race and forget about the superficial things that preoccupy your existence and get back to what's important now. Right now, this very second. And I'm not saying drop everything and let the world come to a grinding halt. I'm saying that you can become a seeker. You can be loving more. You can be taking some chances. You can be living more. You can be spending more time with your family. You can be getting in touch with the part of you that lives instead of fears, the part of you that loves instead of hates."
That's not a lot when you put it in that perspective. You must divorce yourself from how things feel and focus on how things are. Emotions, like motivation or burnout, are just internal noise that you have. Reality is objective. Did you execute? Did the numbers grow? In this fast market that we're in, the world we call our reality, there's a lot of opportunity cost in this fast market. Every day you take off has an opportunity cost. In today's hyper accelerated market, delayed action often equals 10x the effort later. You are not on standby. This is the actual game and the clock is ticking. So what do? You need to build your fortress up. Motivation is just a sugar rush. It quits when the work gets ugly. You need the engine that runs on a single clean fuel, and that fuel right there is discipline. Discipline is literally the function of your prefrontal cortex fighting the limbic system. It is the logical, strategic part of your mind choosing the long-term abstract reward over the intimate concrete reward. Think of it as the abstract reward as the dream that you have, and the concrete reward is the couch you lay on after watching TikTok for so many hours. And you don't need to post about your routine. You need to execute it silently. Focus your energy on internal mastery of the habit, not the external performance of it. But for me personally, I like to show off a little bit, so I might post my routine just a little bit, just to ball out on these out here. And if you want to do this, make some simple rules. Have like a 5-minute rule. If the task takes less than 5 minutes to do that immediately. Destroy the small task procrastination habits. Like if you wake up in the morning and your bed is all fucked up, make that. It takes less than 5 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Your bed is done. And also commit to one physical or mental uncomfortable routine, like a cold shower, complex coding problems, reading a book for like 30 days straight. This is how you prove to your animal brain that you are in control. You do whatever the you want. You're not on autopilot no more. You take the driver's seat and start driving that. Success is not magic. It is the math of compounding. If you get 1% better every single day for a year, you end up 37.78 times better. That math is exponential, especially when you keep stacking it over and over and over again. Discipline is the backbone deep commitment that keeps your revenue growing where your enthusiasm has died. Now, let's make an example. You see these two workers on the screen? One is focused on a complex task, also known as deep working, and one is checking emails, also known as shallow work. And guess what was gonna happen in the next few years? Our shallow work that we do, that's gonna get replaced by AI. So you better learn how to do some deep fucking work. So you must divorce yourself from how things feel and focus on how things are. Did you execute the task? Did the numbers grow? You know, when Jeff Bezos made Amazon, he instilled this one culture called the day one culture. It wasn't just urgency, but it was constant reevaluation. It means you must be willing to tear down the bricks of something that worked yesterday to build something better for even tomorrow. Complacency is the day two killer. Now, let's go back to this deep versus shallow work. The world increasingly pays massive rewards for deep work, also known as high focus, skilled effort, and minimal rewards for shallow work, easy replicated tasks like checking emails, etc., etc. Your specialization is your power, but it demands constant construction. If you want to live a life nobody else has, you must be willing to do the ugly, focus, and work nobody else is willing to do. I watched this movie not too long ago called Limitless. It's a good fucking movie. You should definitely check it out. But the main actor, Bradley Cooper, takes this pill called NZT.
The day and what I could do with my day was limitless. I learned to play the piano in 3 days. Math became useful and fun. I'm all in. Even half listening to any language, I became fluent. I knew everything. About everything.
Sure, you get a short-term spike, but wouldn't that rapid expansion devalue the stock completely in 2 years?
No, because there are safeguards.
Against aggressive overexpansion? There aren't, because there are no safeguards in human nature.
The pill didn't just inject talent into him. It eliminated all his brain fog, all his clutter in his mind. It killed the distraction, all the self-doubt, and the crippling decision fatigue. Before the pill, he wasn't stupid. All he was just unfocused. And studies show that when a high-value worker constantly switches tasks, the context switching penalty can effectively reduce their cognitive performance by up to 40%. That's a lot. High performers don't rely on willpower. They remove the small choices like what to wear or eat, so they dedicate 100% of their focus to the big ones. You don't need a magic pill, just like in Limitless. All you need is clarity and the brutal discipline to stop living like you have infinite chances. Here's an acronym I made for NZT. N stands for no time wasted. Execution is the cure for procrastination. Stop negotiating with yourself. Z, zoning in your effort. Half effort will always equal half results. Schedule your most complex tasks during your peak energy hours, not your convenience hours. T, take control. Take control of your life, your decisions, and your effort. This is the difference between an employee and an owner. Focus on controlling inputs, not outcomes. So NZT, no time wasted, zone in, and take control. And for the conclusion of this video, here's the sad truth. Most people don't change because they don't want to change. All they want is a fucking result. And you need to fucking wake up and realize you must cultivate radical realism. Everyone who succeeds has the moment in their life when they say, I'm done playing small. I'm done being small. You need to have that wake up call in your life.
Wake up. Wake up.
And that's when you realize you are no longer scared of failing. You are terrified of being in the same spot that you've been in your whole life. And that's when you realize you would rather be exhausted chasing your dreams than comfortable than living in your own nightmare. And nobody's coming to save you. You need to save yourself. So stop talking, start executing, stop fantasizing, and start building. The world will hand you greatness. It will open the doors for the person who refuses to stop knocking. Stop living on standby. This is the version of you that the future you is begging for. Use your NZT, hit that gas. There is nothing left holding you back.